Greetings from northern Thailand. Today I'm talking to you about peer pressure. How people influence us. How people influence us when we're out in our communities and our families. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about that today. My name is Michael Phillips, Michael C. Phillips. There's a lot of Mike Phillips out there. And I live in northern Thailand for now going on 36 years. So, peer pressure. All my art, or the great majority of the art that I create is based on concepts. So today I'm going to talk about another concept, and that has to do with peer pressure. You know, it is interesting to me when you look at mankind, the history of mankind, you can just see how we have a need to follow trends or follow those around or feel like we're part of a community. It's just everywhere. And you can see actually through my lifetime you look back into the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and 80s, you had the long hair starting and everybody grew their hair long back in the 60s. And of course I had very long hair back then and a very long beard because I was part of that movement. I got my ear pierced in the early 70s. I went on the road in the United States on a motorcycle. I actually was for about 2.5 years on the road on my motorcycle. So I was a trend follower and still do. So I'm not saying this is all negative, but you had the Molochs, you had the jeans, the tight jeans, you had the cut-up jeans, and you still see it changing daily almost. And some people just change daily. They just go all over the place. You never really know who that person is. So this is what we're talking about. And I just would encourage you, there's no real need to follow that kind of a thing. In the Bible, again, I've been a minister working for almost 40 years as a minister, and I've just seen this over and over. There's an illustration in the Bible where God calls people sheep, and the illustration goes like there's a group of sheep, a flock, whatever you call them, they come across a low fence, and they start jumping over that into another pasture. The bar from the fence falls down and the sheep continue to jump. There's no bar, there's just air. They just follow. And this is kind of the picture of a mob mentality. Many of the times we see mobs or demonstrations, many of the people have no clue. They're uneducated. They are just following the crowd. And this is actually, I feel like kind of a sad thing when you're confronted or asked why you're demonstrating, why you're doing what you're doing, and many of these young people have no clue. So it's kind of crazy. So this picture is going to be about that. Now, please understand, I do not have anything against tattoos. Most of my children have tattoos. I don't, but most of my children do. And it's not really about tattoos at all, really. This picture is about following your own drummer, being who you are and being proud of it. Now, it might mean that you're going to be an outsider. And I would just say, that's okay. Be an outsider. Let's outsider. Trust in your own being, who you are. Be self-confident. You are special. You are made the way you are for a reason. So I would just encourage you today. So check this painting out. Look at it. Consider it. Consider it in your own life. And I will leave it at that. Please subscribe if you like this content, and I will continue on. I want to get better, and I hope I have an opportunity to be a blessing to you. So we will talk to you again in a couple of weeks. Please check out Michael C. Phillips-Art. Thank you. Bye-bye.